The birth of a legend. Bugatti is founded in this year. Ettore Bugatti builds his first car in the basement of his garage in Germany called the Type 10. New models in a new factory. The Bugatti factory is established in Molsheim. The first car, a modified and improved Type 10, is introduced as the Type 13. The 1.4-liter four-cylinder engine of this 300 kilograms car is not enough to participate in the 1911 Le Mans race. Modified examples of this model were produced until 1920 under different names, including Type 23 and Type 22. The last model before the First World War. The second new product of the company is introduced with the name Type 18, which uses a 5-liter inline four-cylinder engine. The first of the 7 models produced is purchased by the famous tennis player, Roland Garros. This car was released until 1914 and before the World War. Post-war era. After the war, Bugatti resumed its activities in earnest. The first 8-cylinder product from the classic series of this car manufacturer is introduced with the name Type 30, equipped with a 2-liter engine. The modified versions of this model were offered until the mid-30s with the names of Type 38, 40, 44, and 48, whose engine volume was increased to 3.3 liters. Adventure on the track. After introducing the Type 32 as the first all-round racing car, it was time for the Type 35. This car uses the same 2-liter 8-cylinder engine, and thanks to its exceptional chassis and capable drivers like Louis Chiron, it won many races like Le Mans and Targa Florio until the early 1930s. The Type 51 is also based on the same series, which is successful in the 30s. French Rolls-Royce. After the success and fame of Bugatti, the late Ettore decided to build his own French Rolls-Royce. The result is a giant car with a 12.75-liter 300-horsepower 8-cylinder engine called the Type 41 Royal. Only 7 Royal units are produced, of which 6 units have been sold due to the economic crisis, becoming the 7th model. Today, Royal is one of the most expensive classic cars in the world. Type 40 and 50. The latest 8-cylinder Bugatti product is introduced with the name Type 40. This car is famous for its supercharged engines in the S models, and later the Type 50, and becomes one of the exceptional Grand Tourers. The body shape and coloring of the Type 40 has somehow inspired all Bugatti products to date. Production and supply of Type 40 and 50 continues until 1934. The legendary Type 57. After the unsuccessful and limited release of the Type 55, Ettore's son Jean becomes disillusioned. However, after some time, he introduced his new 8-cylinder Grand Tourer design, Type 57, to the production line. This car becomes one of the top products of the 1930s, and until 1940, and in the midst of World War II, 710 units of it are produced. Among the different models, the Atlantic and Atalante series are very famous, and are among the most expensive cars in the world today. A sample of Type 57 is also given to the second Pahlavi. Trying to revive. After the war and the closure of Bugatti following the deaths of Ettore and Jean, Roland Bugatti is trying to revive the company. Based on the Type 57 chassis, a new platform is designed, which is produced under the name Type 101 in a circulation of 8 units until 1953. Farewell to the Bugatti family. The last shot of the Bugatti brand is a racing car called the Type 252, which uses a 1.5-liter 4-cylinder engine. Only 1 unit of this car will be made, which will last until 1962. Finally, Roland Bugatti surrenders and sells the company to Hispano Suiza. From France to Italy. Italian millionaire Romano Artioli buys the Bugatti name and brand and establishes a vast factory in Modena, Italy. French-Italian supercar. A team of ex-Ferrari and Lamborghini engineers is coming together to design a new product platform to be produced to mark Ettore's 110th birthday. Marcello Gandini's design is chosen, and the EB110 prototype is born with a 3.5-liter engine with 4 turbos and 5 valves per cylinder. The first step to return to the top. After many tests, the final model of EB110 is finally introduced. Technical changes were made, but the design was significantly changed by Gianpaolo Bandini. Until 1995, 139 units of this model were produced. The Supersports model with 612 horsepower, with a maximum speed of nearly 348 kilometers per hour, was the fastest car in the world for a while. Wishing to build a fast sedan, Artioli has a dream of producing the Royale of the 90s. Therefore, the transformed platform of EB110 with 450 GP engine and Giugiaro design is offered as EB112. The mass production program of this fast and super luxury sedan is cancelled due to financial problems of Bugatti, and only 4 units are made. Apparently a device used by Giugiaro for a long time. Returning to France with the help of the Germans. After bankruptcy, Bugatti was bought by the Volkswagen Group and moved to France. The first car after the ownership of Volkswagen, named EB118, will be presented at the Geneva Motor Show. This luxury Grand Tourer is based on the Lamborghini Diablo platform and uses a W18 engine. Continuation of the happy dream of a fast sedan. The EB218 concept is introduced. This ultra-luxury sedan is actually a continuation of the EB112 model, which uses a V12 engine, and its design is again the work of Giugiaro. In fact, the EB218 model can be called a 4-door model of the EB118, which was unveiled a year ago. The first undershade product of Volks. The first ready-to-production model of Bugatti, named Chiron, will be introduced at the Geneva Motor Show. Chiron uses the Lamborghini Diablo platform, has a 6.3-liter W18 engine, and its design is the work of Giugiaro. Many believe that Chiron is going to go on the production line in a few years. Along with the Chiron, the Veyron concept with the same design and the same specifications was introduced at the Tokyo Motor Show. Riot in the city. After long delays and many promises from Volkswagen, the final Veyron model is introduced as the first mass-produced Bugatti of the new Malkin era. The Veyron's 1,001 horsepower W16 engine allows the car to reach a top speed of 405 kilometers per h to finally break the McLaren F1 record. New cars. The 16C Galibier concept will be introduced alongside the Veyron Roadster with the Grand Sport name. Veyron Roadster is the world's fastest open-top supercar, with different variants available up to 150 units. Endless record-breaking. Bugatti Veyron Supersport with a power of 1,200 horsepower is available in a circulation of 30 units. With the help of increased power, this sample has the possibility to reach a speed of 431 kilometers per hour, so that Veyron can once again win the title of the fastest car in the world. Its open model will also be introduced with the extension Vitesse in 2012. Rebellion in the City 2. A year after the introduction of the Vision Gran Turismo concept, the successor to the Veyron, called the Chiron, has finally been announced with an almost identical appearance. The Chiron has a modern design inspired by classic models like the Atlantic, and thanks to its 1,500 horsepower, it is still the fastest car in the world. A lighter model with a sports extension will also be introduced in 2018. Both luxury and sport. A new model based on the Chiron and focusing on proper performance on the track is introduced with the name Divo. Although the technical specifications of the Bugatti Divo are the same as the Chiron, its handling and appearance are far more attractive than its luxury brother. Unique. The most expensive car in the world will be presented by Bugatti at the Geneva Motor Show. This model, which is based on the Chiron model, is called La Voiture Noire, and only one unit was made and sold at a price of 11 million euros. Its special and exceptional design is inspired by the Atlantic model. Back to the track. The Bolide supercar is Bugatti's new magic, built exclusively for the track. Although designed on the basis of the Chiron, Bugatti has now come with the best aerodynamic elements to show the most downforce in a racing car. But this is not all the wonders of Bolide. The new legend of Bugatti, with the final power of 1825 horsepower and 1,850 nanometers of torque, has left no room for competitors to breathe. What do you think? Thank you for watching this video. Like and subscribe. Comment your opinion and any idea you have. Follow us on other social networks. See you!